Good evening, guys. Welcome to another dose of Two Bombs. Sorry this is a bit late, but it is the eve of my birthday, so I did have family members call me a lot. Clearly I couldn't tell my dad what's going on because not one of the evil fucks is going to be responsible for my father having a heart attack or a stroke. Oh God, I couldn't do it to him, you see. I want to protect my family. But something happened today. Didn't have big nose. We're going to get into that. That's for my family to you, my family in spirit. So we're going to get in about the biggest incentive for Bev to do what she did. The biggest, because we all know Bev does nothing for nothing, don't we? She steps on everybody, every single body. But we're going to get into that too. Okay, so she didn't just do this because she was jealous of me, you know, or the man I was with didn't want her. Her ego couldn't handle that, you see. She couldn't accept that rejection, but Bev forcing herself on fucking anyone that don't want you would make anyone doing away from you. Do you know what I mean? I tell you, I have a habit of doing that. Anyway, but the biggest incentive Bev had to do this to me, she got paid. She got paid. Didn't you, Bev? You got paid. She got paid 20,000 British pounds. A marketing deal for her book. And all expenses paid for her book to be published. Publishing fees, everything. Yeah? And the 20 grand in her fucking pocket. Even the person who wrote the book was paid, because we all know, Bev, you have no creativity, you're blocked, everyone on your tracker is blocked. Someone else wrote the book for you. So the company name that paid her and all these book expenses is called Shamulat Holdings PLC. All this was paid to her in November 2020. All this can be found in Bev's tax records, which are public records, which anybody can get. This was Bev's leg up to become famous, like she always wanted to be. Now, nobody just does this for somebody for nothing. The price she accepted was with the expectation that she would spread these feminist lies about me, discredit me as a professional, and finish my career. Now, Bev, how did that work? Do you think you finished me? Do you really think you finished me? Do you not see me so standing here, Bev? Winning. And believe me, I'm working very hard here. See, these lies were designed to break me. But they're actually going to end up fucking making me, really. Yeah? It's a nice one for that, Bev. Now, Bev became pally with another devil's hoe called Rena. If you go back and watch my other True Bombs, she's called the Kenyan bitch. Yeah? So this is all connected, guys. So go back and watch all those videos. They're not connected to these fuckers, but this is a bigger takedown by the dark forces against me. This is just one branch of them. So poor Bev, you've been in an awful way these last few days trying to reach out to her, haven't you? Just like you contacted everybody. You spread those lies to her. You've been reaching out to them all. Fucking, you're going on stark, and like people are really starting to say the crazy side of you. But I saw like years ago, Bev, just why I distanced myself from you in a very nice way. No big argument. I just wouldn't want to be associated with someone like you see. So she wanted to know, how the fuck do I know what I know? You have a breakdown over this, Bev. Being exposed. It's your karma, darling. It's your karma. So she's hopping off the messages to the Kenyan bitch, yeah, because she really don't want it getting out. She was paid to do this to me. Now, you just watch back over my other True Bombs, you're going to see the big connection to what's going on here. The Kenyan bitch, now I'm just going to give you the shortest rundown of this, okay? The Kenyan bitch paid people in Ireland, including my best friend, to betray me. My best friend was about to poison me and kill me on Mother's Day of this year. So like I was days away from that, really. This is how much they want to take me down. And they've been doing this for a very long time. Now, I'm not really getting into all of that because I don't have the fucking time. I have a lot of shit to do anyway this evening. But you watch them, you're going to catch up in your own time, you'll see what's really going on. But you see, all this is connected, you just got to dot the dots. You're saying that's one thing I'm really good at. Now, Reno was a puppet master for the devil incarnate called Paul, aka Limptic. That's who he is in those truth bombs, Limptic, that's him, yeah? He's the one that funded everybody to attack me, to bring me down. That fucker only made me stronger. You see the shit game plan I had there. I've enjoyed, especially the last 3 years of heavy black magic on me. Most of my family, my business, my finances, my health. It goes on and on. I really could go into a lot of detail here, and I will one day in a book. So in October 2020, just as the rumours began, because this is really so coincidental, I was hospitalised with the most pain I've enjoyed since I gave birth to my daughter 13 years ago. Well, 12 years, going on 13 years. Now, I mean, I twice refused admission to hospital because I didn't want to leave my daughter, because I'm not away from my daughter. The letter I had to go to hospital eventually, the doctor even said I refused admission, but I actually was in that much agony that I was fucking willing to go to a fucking hospital. I can't stand the fucking hospital. That's all black magic that was done to me. The voodoo dolls on me. The voodoo dolls are still going on. I have spent thousands upon thousands in these last few years seeing every type of fucking specialist because of what these people have been doing to me. No stone has been left unturned to kill me like they killed my sister by black magic. In fact, black magic has been done on me since the day of my birth, and every lifetime I've had this to break my spirit, so I'll go to the dark side. Never will I succumb to the dark side. And I didn't just go for the members of my family. My daughter was equally attacked as much as me, and attacked in school. My best friend told her. You'll see it in those videos. My best friend was able to tell them what time my daughter started school and finished the school. My daughter was being attacked with demons in school. Like this is bigger than what Bev has been doing. She's only one little fucking branch of what I've had to face and endure. So Bev was really being used by the devil. But Bev used all of ye. See, I've mentioned in the videos she got paid to spread the lies, yeah? And that was to get a leg up. But she really made a fool out of each one of you that I've named in this video, because you see, you got fuck all for doing hard earth work that she was paid to do. And she was laughing at you, because she knew what she was getting out of this, and she had you, little minions, running around doing hard earth work for her, and her laughing all the way to the bank thinking she was going to get some sort of fame out of this. So you see, she didn't give two fucks about you. You got used fucking more than anyone. But that, again, as I said even last night's video, that's your own fault, because it doesn't matter what someone would say to you. You had a choice to do it or not do it. You done it. You done it for free. She got heavily paid. She was laughing at all of you. She just sat back and let you do it. You see, Bev was very calculating who she told and who she didn't tell. Did you know how many people who reached out to me to say they didn't know? Did you know how many? Many. So that was really designed and calculated, because she's a fucking calculating bitch anyway. Go digger. So, can you all see now how easily manipulated you were by Bev? And like, Bev is definitely stupid in some ways, there's no fucking doubts about that. But her deviousness and her manipulation is top fucking notch. Yeah, I think a lot of you underestimate her, but for that. So now she's left you all to suffer the same fate she's going to suffer. Being exposed for your true dark standards. Like, I'm never here to Bible bash anyone. But the Bible even says, the devil will tempt you, but it'll bring you nothing but suffering. And that's what every one of you are going to have now in your lives. Each one of you betrayed your own soul. Let alone me. You betrayed your own soul to attack me for the dark. One day you'll ask yourselves, was it worth it? Bev, I'll tell you what, you can't get hold of that, can you, bitch? Will I? Because we all know you're a bit fucking thick. She's fucking dead, Bev. She's dead. That's why you can't get a hold of her. Now, she got a first class ticket to fucking hell. Guess who sent her there, Bev? Guess who sent her there, Bev? I sent her there, Bev. You see, on the 4th of May, she died, Bev. Because you see, this woman was relentless. I'm talking about 20 death spells a day. I'm talking about having to remove energy off me, my mother, my daughter, my cat, other people, relentlessly. Sometimes up to 8 times an hour, I was having to remove that energy of demons being summoned on us. It got so relentless. Like, I'm not even joking you. There was a point where I couldn't even go to the fucking toilet. I couldn't do anything. I had to keep my daughter out of school for so many days one time because she was being attacked and I wasn't there to protect her or see it. So you see how serious this was getting. Eventually, Kenyan bitch, equally evil fucking mother, joined her a week later. And on the same night, Paul, the dick, yeah, evil daughter, went too. The two of them went on the same night. You see, because this is what happens when you create energy in this world. Energy is put onto someone. It was put onto me and my family. There was not a fucking hope in the world that energy was ever going to stay in me and my family. So I had to reverse a lot of that. Well, not a lot of that, all of it. I reversed all of that energy, and this is what happens. When the energy gets sent back, it gets sent back double. And they're already on a very low vibration because they're fucking scum with the earth. Yeah, my vibration's up here, so they're getting hit back with their own energy twice as fucking hard. That's what fucking happened to all them. Dropped like fucking flies. That's what happened to them. So, you know, I'm going to go into a much bigger detail. I'm just trying to give you the quick rundown for this video. They weren't able to handle that fucking energy reverse back to them. And Paul and those 3 evil women are the evilest souls to walk this earth. Like, I wouldn't have had any idea. I know how evil people can be. I know how evil people can be. Like, they're putting things over to have my daughter raped and abused by people. You tell me that's not sick? These are Bev's fucking pals. It gets better. They're more than fucking pals, but she doesn't even realise this. I'll get into that now in a minute. They're all from the same soul family. Here's what you didn't know. Bev, you are a member of that soul family too. You're from a very evil fucking soul family. Dark as fuck. So, each one of you, that soul family, one by one, are being sent back. Back to fucking hell you're going. By me. There's still 3 others left out there, besides you and Paul. One by one you're going to go. That's been the Divine's plan all along. But there's a bigger reason for you and Christine meeting up in this lifetime, Bev. Bigger reason. She's actually your soul sister. 2 wicked, evil fuckers. So you know, no wonder you clicked so well, yeah? Evil does love evil. So Bev, I'm going to leave you there, your misery you created, yeah? So we're moving on to the nutjob ban. And I didn't block you off my Facebook until this morning. I was waiting for that apology. I'm owed, yeah? Now, it's not like you weren't online or anything, Anne, because before I recorded yesterday's truth bomb, you were looking me up on my personal Instagram. Now, why didn't you drop me a DM and apologise there? Why did you do that, Anne? So now I screenshotted that yesterday at 15:43. Anne, 15:43. There you are. There you are. Looking up my Instagram. You were still friends with my Facebook. You could have dropped me a fucking apology there. No, you chose not to. So yeah, it's a bit fucking creepy that. You had a chance to redeem yourself, but you chose not to, so you're going to suffer. I have absolutely, excuse me, I have absolutely nothing to say about Tyrone because he's actually been good and kept his mouth shut. But you, Larry, you blocked me after yesterday's truth bomb, just like Christine. Block me what way you want. I was only leaving that open for you to have the chance to apologise to me, but you won't redeem yourselves. What a bunch of worthless pieces of shit you all are. So now we're going to move on to Sandra, because Sandra was another contender that Bev told. Now I don't know Sandra, I don't know who the fuck she is. Best friend, I do know that. She's dark hair, lives in London. She's the one that spread it to 20 fucking people. But one of these 20 people she spread it to, I do know. She was on my platform, mentorship. Hillary. Hey Hillary. Hillary's from West Sussex. Hey, Hillary, you more than perked up with delight when you heard this about me. And when you perk up with delight, that's the negative energy within you, darling. You're full of it. It really made you come alive. You spread it on to 40 other people, Hillary. 2, but I don't know any of them. You see, all the evil fuckers are very selective who you told and who you didn't tell. Anyway, Hillary. Hillary announces herself on Facebook as, wait for it, this is fucking quite funny. You ready? Mindful psychic medium. You're full of shit, Hillary. I think you need to go and get some fucking classes on mindfulness. But not only did Hillary spread Bev's lights, like Bev's legs on the office desk. You hear what Hillary was saying about me? She really dogged me out of it, this Hillary one, cunt. With her own ego projections, might I add. You're nearly on par with Bev for that ego, like literally, you really are. So Hillary also told them, you ready for this? I'm not one bit professional. I'm a nasty human being. How can anybody take me serious because I've no professional photo and I love myself. That's what Hillary said about me. So, Hillary, you fuckface, I'm going to tell you about yourself, you cunt. I'm a very professional person, Hillary, right? Not one of my clients would agree with you, and I have many, Hillary. I'm a nasty human being. Hillary, my energy speaks for itself, and you clearly can't read fucking energy. If you've come to that conclusion, well, that's just pure projection, Hillary, of yourself, yeah? You keep your nasty energy to yourself. And Hillary, despite your best efforts to discredit me as a professional light worker, I and my gifts are taken very seriously, might I add. Now, Hillary, I'm not big into pictures. I never was. I really don't like pictures, yeah? I don't have a big head. I don't have this vanity about me. A bit unlike you and Bev, yeah? So I want to ask you this, Hillary, right? Because you seem to be a bit fucking stupid like Bev. I tell you that you're two peas in a fucking pot. When did God tell you that you have to have a professional picture to work for him? You think about that one, Hillary, yeah? I mean, his son, Jesus, never had a professional picture, Hillary. And he was some healer too, because I'm a healer, Hillary. In fact, Hillary, Jesus guides me in my healings, and many of my clients have seen him work with me. So, do you think me not having a picture affects my abilities in any way? Do I need a picture to have better abilities? Because if that's the case, what the fuck is wrong with you and Bev's abilities with your professional pictures? Anyway, I think it's fairly obvious. You're a fucking judgmental cunt. When did God tell you to look that ignorant nose down at me for him? Because only God can judge people, Hillary. But Jesus Christ, you're a cracker, you are. God didn't hire you. I'm going to tell you a better thing, Hillary. God doesn't judge me. He sends the best of people up there to work with me and guide me. Believe me. So, when did God... I'm going to ask you all these questions, Hillary. I hope you're coming up with some answers there for yourself. When did God ask for actors to work for him? When did God ask any medium to hold back or change any information to suit their ego or society standards? When did he say that to you, Hillary? Because you seem to know it all like Bev. You know, fuck all, girl. See, God looks for truth speakers, Hillary, like me. But not one of you here who know anything about the fucking truth. He looks for people who are fearless, Hilary, who won't betray him and won't betray their own soul, like me, Hilary. He looks for people to stand their ground and to fight the evil that's fighting us, like me, Hilary. He wants people to speak their truth and not back down, regardless if people turn against him, like me, because I don't give a fuck. So Hilary, you're too like Bev. You project your own darkness onto others, full of shit and live in your ego. That's why, like Bev, he sends no clients your way. Enjoy your retirement, Hilary, because you're fucking done here. Now, the Scottish Louise. I gave you up to this morning, Louise, to apologise, but like the rest of you, you chose not to. So at 8:38 this morning, I blocked you off of all social media. I really didn't think you'd be like this. Now, I was pretty shocked about you, Louise, to be fair. But you can't be best friends with evil and not seep in some way, shape or form. At least, Louise, you have now spread the truth to the people you spread the lies to. Spirit and God, at least, thank God, will continue to work with you, Louise. But I can never, because I'd never trust you. And surely you could understand this, where I'm coming from. I know want people to have my back. Now, Stevie is literally identical to you, Louise. Failed to apologise, but did, in fact, spread the truth to those he spread the lies to. And like Louise, Stevie, God and Spirit will continue to work with you, but I won't. I won't ever. So now we're going back to the leg spreader. Bev. Jesus, I keep having these clairvoyant images of you on the desk with the legs up. A bit like a turkey getting stuffed. So Bev, darling, you thought you were going to successfully finish me. Did you finish me, Bev? Did you really think the divine was going to let you do this to me? I'm sure you must have thought he was taking a nap and didn't see what you were about to do to me, a divine soul. Do you know what that is, Bev? Like, I know you're a bit simple. Do you know what a divine soul is? I'm going to teach you something, Bev, because you need to be taught something anyway. A divine soul is someone that's chosen by God. It's a person that has God within them, has that divinity within them. They're called God-like people, because they wouldn't do what you're doing, Bev. That's who I am, Bev. I'd never in a million years do to anybody what you've done to me. Now, Bev, this morning's daily vibe that I posted, that was recorded yesterday after the truth bomb. That was definitely your reading. Because the minute that card came out, a leg up, in reverse, I went, you hear me kind of going to the laughing because I fucking knew. Because I knew what was coming into today's truth bomb, Bev, you say. So yeah, so that's why I laughed when the card came up. But it came in reverse. So you jumped at this chance to spread lies, especially when you know what you're going to get for it. You'd have done anything. You would have done it for fucking free, to be fucking fair. You're a nasty piece of shit, you racist. You were grinning for days over this offer. You were grinning for fucking days. Because this leg up, and I'm not talking about the office desk. I'm talking about the money, the book deal. That little mention in the paper that Natalie showed me. The night, 23rd of March actually. That was my granddad's birthday when I started to teach. That's when you sent little minion Natalie into my telegram to send me your links of your book and your links of your little mention as being a tarot reader. That's the first I ever heard of you being a fucking tarot reader, actually. So you thought this was the golden ticket to your fame. Oh, fuck your ego. That you're going to make it. Everyone's going to know who Bev is. How, with all this help from the devil himself, how did it do, Bev? How did his fame go and his recognition and everything? How did the book do? How did your book do, Bev? How many copies did you sell, Bev? Will I tell everyone how many copies you sold? Not even 30 copies did it sell. It's a fucking flop. Like your face. If you weren't getting so many fucking facelifts and fucking Botox. You're 60 tomorrow, Bev. And I'm 40. You don't want to start fucking acting it. And not only acting like a fucking 60-year-old, start fucking looking like it. It really shows your desperation and how unhappy you are with yourself, and not that you don't love yourself, and you're low self-worth and you're racked with insecurity. That's what it shows. So go back to the fame, Bev. Did it make you famous? Did it? Did you get one extra client with all this hand from the devil? Did you get an interview? Did you get an interview? You got what you deserved, Bev. Sweet fuck all. The divine blocked it. Yeah, you're starting to realise that now, why you didn't take off. You should have taken off. Why didn't you take off? Divine blocked it on you, Bev. Because you see, despite the devil's best efforts, God saw what you done for her. And saw what you did years before, getting stuff like a fucking turkey. But that never materialised either, did it? Yeah, it was never going to materialise anyway. You're going to get used. Now let's talk about the other failed marketing stunt that you pulled, Bev, because to be fair, you pulled it off. So, Bev's marketing stunt, because it's all lies to him, was how angels communicate with you. Angels. God says you're full of shit, Bev. You see, even I know, anyone will know, that they only communicate with the most high vibrational people. You're not that, Bev. You're deluded. You're fucking deluded, right? Not only did you say this, but you never offered any evidence to support your claims. So if you have no evidence, Bev, it's just a marketing stunt. Just a PR stunt. I'm going to tell you something, Bev. And this is in my experience, yeah. It wasn't angels. If you heard voices in your head, it wasn't angels, Bev. Okay? That was talking to you. It was the fucking demons. You've demonic attachments, Bev. All narcissists have demonic attachments, by the way. In case people didn't realise that. They haven't, okay? Because they'll only attach when you've no heart, and that's why. The heart chakra is blocked with a narcissist, yeah. All 7 of your chakras are blocked, Bev. And I would invite anyone to check out a pendulum and check all her 7 chakras. They're all blocked. It's fucking demons. You see? Demonic attachment removal is a service on my website. So it's under Take Back Your Life. So if I was you, Bev, I would book that in and I would take those demons from you. Because I know what those demons are going to do to you. Well, they're already doing it, girl. But like demons, I don't want to bash anyone, lead you down that path of destruction. They feed off you. They feed off the negative energy. You see, that's why a demon can't attach to me, Bev. Because they won't get fed. They'll fucking go on or exit they try to come near me. But you see, they're getting really fed nice with you, and that's why they're not leaving you, Bev. So if you want my help, I'll remove those demonic attachments. No problem, Bev. I wouldn't leave them on its own. I don't care who's done what to me. I'll take them from you. I will remove them. But you have to book it in, yeah? Soulstreet.e, yeah? So yeah, down the path of destruction, but you're on that, Bev. You really are on that path of destruction. You thought the book would make you famous. It's not the book that's going to make you famous, Bev. I'm going to fucking make you famous after these videos, but it's not going to be for the right reasons. And it's not going to be in the right light. It's not how you ever expected it to be. But that's your own fault, Bev. You see, Bev, because you see, I haven't talked to you in 3 years. I'm over here just trying to get on with my life, trying to fucking work, trying to improve myself, better myself, do my soul work, create new fucking things, help fucking people. Why couldn't you just let your little obsession with me go? I wouldn't give a fuck what you're doing over there, Bev. You see, like there's not a soul in this world can say Amy came and fucked with me. No, I don't fuck with anyone. I just do my thing. But you see, Bev, this is the thing, Bev. This is the thing, you see. Because how I was brought up was, Bev, I brought up very well, actually. You see, that's why I'm a good person. You know I have a kind heart. But you see, you thought because I have a kind heart that I am somewhat weak. Oh, Bev, the weak is the last thing you're going to ever remember me for. Because you see, Bev, I'm a very strong woman. Because I won't say my grandmother raised me, but my grandmother was definitely a very important figure in my life. And there's certain things that my grandmother instilled into me. And I'm going to tell you what these were, Bev, because you don't have any of them. Number 1, stand your ground. Don't fucking take shit off of nobody. Right? So I stand my ground, Bev. And this is clearly what these videos are about. I won't take shit off nobody. I don't start shit. I don't go out and do shit like that because you know, I do this shit to people, but I just get on and do my own fucking thing, bring up my fucking daughter, look after me cat, look after my house, look after me fucking garden, pay me fucking taxes and do my best in this world. So I don't have time for bullshit and any fucking drama. It's not me. It was never been me. But I'm not going to sit here and be attacked like how you've attacked me and got other people then to attack me and think I'm going to sit here and take it. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck who it is, okay? I'm not going to take that. Another thing, Bev, that my grandmother taught me and really did instill into me was always work, always have your own money, and never depend on a man for anything. That's what was instilled into me. It's about I've always worked. I've always had my own money. And I've never depended on a man for anything. And that would probably be one of the biggest things that I have to work on, because I'm too fucking independent. And that's probably not always going to be a positive for me. So I have to learn how to compromise, and that's going to be something difficult for me, because that's what was really instilled into me. So you see, when I was brought up with those value systems, Bev, I could never be a gold digger. Ever. Ever. Never. It's just not within me. Couldn't even do that. I don't know how you could sit there and think. I often think of people marrying people just for money. Like, how could you be that devious? Like, calculating. For money. That's all the work of the devil. Greed, lust, money, materialism, blah, 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 blah. I don't give a fuck about any of that, Bev. And I've had to always work for Bev. Always. And the right way. The honest way, not with prostitution or anything like that. You see, Bev, you've walked over many, many, many people. You don't even have one true friend. You have loads of acquaintances. You get pictures taken with them. My friend is my friend. Now, you don't have real friends. But you had real friends. You're the real friend of me, Bev, because I'm a real person. I'm a genuine soul. So I'm sure you had many real friends over the years. But you fucked them all over, because you're not a real person. You're not a genuine person at all. You're the fakest fucking human I've ever met, actually, right? Yeah? You crossed many, many, many women in your time. And I can promise you, Bev, in your last breath in this universe, you're going to regret ever thinking that I was a weak cunt that you could walk all over and destroy. Because you see, weak is not what I'm ever going to be known for, Bev. And no one's going to destroy me. Nobody. So, I just want to ask you something, Bev. Did something happen in your little holiday apartment today? Something went flying off the table, didn't it? Yeah. Something went flying off the table. Do you know who that was, Bev? It was my grandmother. My grandma can't stand you. And in fact, my grandmother's going to fucking haunt you for the rest of your days for what you've done to me. Now, see, my grandmother's not just an ordinary grandmother. My grandmother was like my mother. I looked after my grandmother for fucking 7.5 years until she died holding my hand. I named my daughter after my grandmother. So it's not just a normal granddaughter-grandmother relationship. She's like my mother, Bev. Now, there's not a soul in this world my grandmother was alive would have said a bad word about me, because God love me, my grandmother would have fucking went through. You did not cross my grandmother. I wouldn't even answer back to my grandmother. So you see, Bev, my grandmother's still the very same in the spirit world. She fucking despises you, what you've done to me. She's been around a lot of you, but I know she's really particular on you, Bev. And I know that. She's going to haunt you, Bev. And I even said it years ago, when my daughter's father started giving me hassle, I said, there's any way my grandmother's going to haunt him, she's going to fucking haunt the life out of him for what he's doing to me. So yeah, Bev, she's doing the same to fucking you. She ain't going to leave her fucking side, I'll tell you that. Every day of your fucking life, what you've done to me. And I love that woman. I love my grandmother with all my heart and my soul. So you see, Bev, I mean, I did truly fuck with the wrong person. But like, life is going downhill for you now, Bev. I'd invite you all to go watch today's Truth Bomb, because like, I genuinely, I just, you know, I'm there for collective reading. The fucking whole thing was about you, Bev, and I didn't want it to be about you. Do you know, there's certainly no fucking tension about me, but it even showed the leg up in the reverse. That you've done this thinking you're going to get something valuable to earn money, you're going to be famous, you're going to... Blocked. Got blocked by the divine. Divine's sick of fucking you and your devious ways. Now you seem to be ringing people and abusing people on the phone with your nasty mouth. Now I'm warning you, Bev. You ring that person again that you rang yesterday, and I tell you, you're going to be very sorry the energy I'll send your way. Yeah? There's 3 people fucking dead already, Bev. Actually, there's 4. There's 4 now. There's 4 of that soul family already dead from the energy that they sent me. So you see, I can send back energy, Bev. I don't create energy, I send it fucking back. But there's other means and ways of creating energy here, Bev. Now I'm warning you. You don't want to stop abusing people, getting a circle on the phone, backlashing, You think you can treat people like shit. You see, this is the problem with you, Bev. You're clearly spoiled as a young child and you think everyone has to do everything for you. No, Bev. You grow up with this. You see, because you're spoiled, you just had... They turned you into a narcissist. Because you've always had this self-important that you're important and everyone else is just a piece of shit. Bev, you're the biggest piece of shit I've ever met in my life. You are the biggest piece of shit I've ever met in my life. And Bev, I tell you now, her life is falling apart day by day. And it's going to fall apart more day by day. And that's the suffering the divine's bringing to your life for what you tried to do to me. So guys, I'm going to leave that there with you. There's going to be one more. That's coming tomorrow on Bev's birthday. It's my little birthday present to you, Bev. My birthday too, but hey ho. And enjoy this one. Because I'm a busy woman, Bev. I've a blog to write now and everything. And I don't want to be writing it past 12 o'clock at night, to be fair. But I will be recording another video tomorrow on my birthday. There's definitely going to be a blog dropped tomorrow. That's what I'm going to be doing now. And it's going to be very interesting because everything I've created a few days ago was all inspired by what Bev did to me. There's a brilliant ritual there. It's called the narcissist versus the empath. And it's for empaths that's had to deal with a narcissist, because that's where I fucking had to deal with quite a few of them. And I'm not just talking in this video. This is really going to help people to heal after a relationship with one of them. Now, sexual relationship or friendship. They destroy you. And that's what this one Tasha's going to do to me. Tasha's going to chew me up and spit me out. No, Bev. No one is about my body, but you ever want to get away with doing what you did to me. You brought this all on yourself. Because if you hadn't done this and spread these lies about me, do you think I'd be sitting here doing these videos and I had to bring in all those other people? But that's their own fault that they got involved with you, Bev. You used every last one of them. And every last one of them are going to suffer in their careers for listening to the shit out of your fucking mouth. They're going to despise you, Bev. I think everyone is already despising you. I can't see too many people left liking you. There's nothing there to like. And that's very fucking sad. To really think about those demonic attachments. Yeah, you don't believe me, get a pendulum. I invite everyone to get a pendulum. Or all 7 chakras are blocked. Demonic attachments, okay? So guys, I'm going to leave it there, G. I'm going to see you tomorrow. It's going to be explosive too. Take care.